So this video is for the mini project of COM 307, which is the operating system, and we are going to present on the topic of the cloud computing, which is one of the most revolutionary ideas which was introduced to the computer world, because it allows several things which were not possible further back in time. Now I'd like to start the formal presentation. So cloud computing is the combination of a network with the internet. Now, cloud computing is the technology which we are all familiar with in some kinds of way. However extensive, cloud computing can be used to access the software and hardware remotely. That is, we can access both softwares and hardwares which are not in our own computing system, but that are present somewhere else in the network. That are present somewhere else and connected with the network which we can access. Now, instead of buying, owning, and maintaining such hardwares and such hardwares in physical form, as well as the softwares which may cost expensive for single purpose use or for an individual, now can be done through cloud computing. Now, cloud computing offers platform independency, which is the softwares as well as hardware should not have to be limited on one local machine to be used. Instead, if they are accessible through web, then they can be used by any individual or organization as per their need. Now, advantages of cloud computing, I think it is quite clear that what are the advantages of cloud computing, and it is one of the most revolutionary ideas which were introduced in the computer world. Now, the first one is backup and the restoration of data. Like, storing huge amount of data on local systems make it inaccessible to a huge number of parties as well as individuals who are trying to access the data, as well as backing up data on local system is dangerous, as the physical systems such as hardware are prone to decay over time, as well as the damage might suffer from damage over time. Now, improved collaboration, as it allows multiple organizations as well as individuals to collaborate through web to access same resources as well as same data through web. The collaboration is overall improved. And excellent accessibility means like anyone with sufficient internet connection as well as the permission to access the resources such as hardware or software can access it from anywhere around the world, which then again improves collaboration as well as shows how excellent shows how excellent the accessibility is at anywhere around the world. Now, the low maintenance cost, since we are not actually owning the hardwares as well as softwares in real time as well as in physical in our physical and local system, the maintenance cost is low because we are only using it through the cloud, and such maintenance is done in only one place, not by all the individuals as well as the organization which are accessing it. Now, mobility allows all the data to be transferred seamlessly without any hassle in the physical system. Now, unlimited storage capacity, which then again comes with the price, which is the more you pay, the more storage you get in the cloud storage system. But then again, it is unlimited. Then the data security, because the organizations which are responsible for providing cloud computing features are then again top notch in the security, as cyber security is one of the most well-researched terms in all of the time. So yeah, data security is maintained by such organization, or at least it is what they promise. Now, the second one is disadvantages. The first obvious disadvantage is, of course, you need a good internet connection to seamlessly work through the cloud servers, which then again is a basic necessity for measure of the things which we are trying to use in the current computing world. Now, the second one is vendor lock-in. The organization may face problems when transferring their services as well as data from one vendor to another or one organization to another, because the needs as well as the type of platform and the type of services catered to one vendor might always differ from one vendor to another. The second one is limited control, because the cloud computing system is completely owned by one infrastructure or one organization. We cannot the individual or the organization which is using that feature might not have full control, as they only have limited control which are allowed by the organization itself. Now, security. Although cloud services do pay a lot of are precautious when it comes to security, but then again, security breaches happen security breaches happen from time to time if the proper care isn't shown, and if sensitive information is being shared through is being shared through such a cloud service, then security breach might happen. So for the next presentation,
continuing where Bhism left off, what are the visions of cloud computing? Cloud computing provides the facility for virtual hardware, virtual runtime environment, and services to an individual or an organization without the boundaries or limits provided by their own hardware. The service of cloud server can be accessed as long as a user has good bandwidth internet, and the entire collection of computing system is transferred into various modules that serve different functions, and they combine together to create systems which we can deploy online without any maintenance cost required for hardware. The long-term vision of cloud computing is that IT services and businesses can trade utilities as utilities in an open market without any technological and legal barriers. Due to the existence of a global platform for trading cloud services, it will also help the service providers to potentially increase their customer base and their revenue. A cloud service provider can also become a consumer of a competitive service in order to fulfill its promises to its consumer. The characteristics of a good cloud computing services is there is on-demand self-service. A user gets a computer service like email, applications, etc. without interacting with the service provider. Same of the cloud service provider. Some of the cloud service providers are AWS, Microsoft, IBM, Salesforce, etc. Well, we can have a broad network access. Cloud services is available over the network and can be accessed by different clients through various devices as cell phone, iPads, tabs, PCs, etc. Due to cloud computing, we can pool various amount of split resources into one system and utilize it by either one customer or many customers. For example, storage and network bandwidth can be used by a number of customers that are, and without knowing the actual location of the resource. Rapid elasticity. On users' demand, cloud services can be available and released. Cloud service capabilities are unlimited, limit to a very high extent, and can be accessed at any time. Measured service. Resources used by the users can be monitored, controlled, and the reports of such uses are provided to the administrators automatically, and the administrators can control and optimize the resources based on their services. And for types of cloud computing, I like to call Ashraya.
So my friends, I've explained what are the characteristics of cloud computing, the visions, and all about it, advantages and disadvantages. So for cloud, there are 4 types of cloud. The 4 types of cloud are private cloud, public cloud, hybrid cloud, and community cloud. As you can see in the figure, we have this. I provided a short description on figurative description on what is public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and a community cloud. So public cloud. Public cloud is open to all to store access information through the internet with a pay-per-usage method. In public cloud, computing resources are managed and operated by the cloud service provider, CSP. Suppose for a public cloud, so we are using IBM cloud. That means the IBM services that we are using is all handled by the IBM. We have no control whatsoever on the features that they have. So what are its advantages? For a user, it's very low cost. We don't need to worry about maintenance, and it's very easy to integrate and has better flexibility. Similarly, there are also disadvantages to it. So it is very less secure, and resources are publicly shared. It makes it very prone to hacks and etc. So the client doesn't have control of data. All data that are stored in the IBM servers cannot be used, and the service very much depends on very high speed internet. So if we are using very high storage functions, then we need very high speed internet to utilize the function very properly. So the next is the private cloud. So what is the private cloud? It's an internet cloud or corporate cloud. It is used by organizations to build and manage their own data center internally or by a third party. So for a private cloud, it is based upon an organization. Privately, we use the cloud, and its access is not shared behind the corporation. So what are the advantages? It provides high level of security and privacy to the users. Now, private cloud offers better performance with improved speed and space capacity. Since less number of people are accessing the cloud, it allows us to use the cloud services in very improved speeds. Similarly, for IT sector, it allows IT team to quickly allocate and deliver on-demand IT resources. The organization which has the private cloud has full control over the cloud, and it is responsible for managing and moving the cloud forward. So there is no need for organization to depend on anybody regarding using the cloud services. Now, it is suitable for organizations that require separate cloud for personal use. Suppose banking companies may require their own separate cloud to maintain track of records. But for private cloud, there are some disadvantages too. Since the company is using its own private cloud, it requires its own skilled manpower to require and manage the cloud services. Similarly, the access is within the organization itself. So if you leave an organization with a private cloud service, then you will not retain data of any of the services that you have used. Then it is not suitable for high user based organizations. Suppose there are multiple users, very high number of users, then it is not suitable to use private cloud for this reason. So now we are moving forward with hybrid cloud. So hybrid cloud is a combination of private and a public cloud. It is partially secure because the services which are running on the public cloud can be accessed by anyone, while the services which are running in the private cloud can be accessed by only the organization users. For example, you can check for Google application suite, Gmail, Google Apps, Google Drive, which are shared throughout the world, but your personal Google Drive can only be accessed by you. So what are the advantages? So hybrid cloud is suitable for organizations that require more security than public cloud, but cannot afford to use a private cloud. Similarly, hybrid cloud helps us to deliver new products and services more quickly, and hybrid cloud provides us with an excellent way to reduce the risks of security risks, such as for hacking, etc. And hybrid cloud offers flexible resources because the public cloud resources and the secure resources can also be implemented in our private cloud. So what are its disadvantages? So for disadvantages, in a hybrid cloud, security feature is not as good as a private cloud because some of the aspects of the public cloud is being used, and because of managing a hybrid cloud is very complex because we have to find the balance between a public cloud and a private cloud. So what is a community cloud now? So community cloud allows the system and services to be accessible by a group of several organizations to share the information between an organization and a specific community. It is owned and managed by one or more organizations in a community or a third party or both combination. So what is community cloud means? Community cloud is a cloud organization which is shared by a real group of people. Suppose for a banking system, so our different banks in Nepal use the same community cloud with their own private features for each cloud component. So advantages. Community cloud is very cost effective because the whole cloud is being shared among several organizations, which helps us to reduce cost significantly. Similarly, community cloud is suitable for organizations that need to have a collaborative cloud and perform more secure features. So it has far better security than public cloud, but it is somewhat not secure as private cloud. It provides collaborative and distributed environment, and the community cloud allows us to share cloud resources, infrastructure, and capabilities among various organizations. As I gave the example before of a banks, it's similar to that. So disadvantages. The community cloud is not a good choice for every organization because each organization is different in some way. So for banking, it's for the same purpose, but for IT organization, we cannot use the same cloud. We can share the same cloud. It's different for different users. So security features is not as good as private cloud, and the fixed amount of data that can be stored and bandwidth is shared among all the members. So the speed of access of cloud resources may be very effective. So for presenting next, I'd like to call my friend Hridayanshu.
Thank you, Ashraya. Now moving on, we have reference model of cloud computing. The cloud computing reference model is a conceptual model that characterizes and standardizes the function of a cloud computing environment by partitioning it into conceptual layers and cross-layer functions. This reference model groups the cloud computing functions and activities into 5 logical layers and 3 cross-layered functions. So we can see in the figure we have main structural layers are the 5 layers stacked in the middle section horizontally, and the supporting layers are the 3 layers at the edges of the reference model. So moving on, we have main structural layers. So the main structural layers, as I said before, is the horizontal stacks layer in the bottom section of the reference model. The first layer is physical layer. So the blue layer is called as physical layer. This layer represents the actual hardware components, and it consists of compute, network, and storage. The compute consists of elements like CPUs, servers, and network consists of devices like routers and switches. The storage consists of devices like hardwares and SSDs. Another layer is virtual layer, which is denoted in green color in our reference model. So it introduces abstraction from physical hardware using virtualization. So the elements of virtual layers are virtualization software like VMware and Hyper-V, and virtual resources, virtual machines, containers. Another one is resource pools. It consists of pooled compute, storage or networking resources. Another part of our main structural layer is control layer, which is denoted in orange color. It handles management and control of cloud resources. The elements which are under the control layer are control software. It automates, monitors and allocates resources. Another part of our main structural layers is service orchestration layer. It is also in yellow color, so it manages automation and coordination across services. It consists of elements like orchestration software, which handles workflows like Kubernetes or OpenStack Heat. Another layer is a service layer, which is denoted in gray, which is at the top of the middle section. This is a user-friendly, user-facing layer. The elements of service layer are self-service portal for fast user access and service catalog, list of all available cloud services. Moving on, we have support layers. The support layer are the three layers which are available at the edges of our reference model. The first layer is service management. So service management is at the left part, which is in purple and pink color. It ensures services are planned, delivered and managed effectively. The elements of service management includes service portfolio management, which helps in strategic planning of services, and service operation management, which helps in day-to-day operation. So another layer is business continuity, which is in red color, which is in right side of our reference model. It ensures resilience and recovery in case of failures. The elements of business continuity are fault tolerance mechanism, which keeps system running under failure, replication, which duplicate data for high availability, backup, which is responsible for data recovery in disaster scenarios. Another layer is security layer, which is at the right side of our reference model. So it is in dark blue color. It protects data and systems from threats. The elements of security are security mechanism, which includes elements like firewall, encryption and identity management. And another is GRC, which stands for governance, risk and compliance tool. So now moving on, I would like to call Sachin for application.
Thank you, Hridayanshu. Now moving forward in the presentation, I would like to cover the applications of cloud computing and the various fields that it is used in. Firstly, the first topic is data storage and backup. It is used to store, access and sync files remotely, which not only provides automatic backups but also provides easy access to the data. The services like Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, etc. are used for this field. Now secondly, software as a service, abbreviated as SaaS. It helps us to access the internet without requiring to install, which makes it easy for software delivery and maintenance. The services like Gmail, Canva and Microsoft 365 are used for this. Now thirdly, machine learning and artificial intelligence. Cloud computing provides a powerful platform to conduct model training, data analysis, image recognition, and natural language processing. The services like AWS SageMaker, Google AI platform are dominant in this field. Then the next is business application. It is used to manage operations, customer relationships, and also automate tasks. The services like Salesforce, Zoho, etc. are used for this. Now moving on to the next slide, the next application is big data analytics. It allows large companies to analyze large data sets for insights, forecasting and reporting. The services like Google BigQuery and AWS Redshift are used. Then the next one is remote collaboration. It is used to in this hybrid work culture, remote collaboration is an important field. So cloud computing cloud computing is used to conduct file sharing, real-time collaboration, and video conferencing. The services like Microsoft Teams, Slack, and Google services are one of the dominant services in this field. The next, software development and testing. Software, it is used to deploy test environments quickly. It is used to deploy and maintain test environments quickly. automate tasks and support CI/CD pipelines. The services like GitHub Actions, GitLab, CI/CD, and AWS Code Build are used. Then moving on, the next application is virtual desktop. It is used to access full desktop environments remotely. The services like Amazon Workspace, Microsoft Azure Virtual Desktop are used. And then finally, the healthcare. Cloud computing is used in this to store medical records, telemedicine, and health data analytics. The platforms like IBM Watson Health, Google Cloud for healthcare, and etc. So as you can see, cloud computing is not only a technology trend; it is an enabling factor for many of the important fields in the today's market. So this concludes our presentation on cloud computing. Thank you.